Welcome back my YouTube channel Old Coin ZEE Collection. In this video, we're diving deep into the history and value of a fascinating coin. This coin, 20-cent coin from South Africa. Minted in the year 1995, the 1995 20-cent coin is more than just currency. It reflects the heritage of a nation going through major changes during the 1990s. South Africa had only recently moved beyond apartheid, and the mid-90s marked the beginning of a new chapter in the country's history. This coin was part of South Africa's regular decimal coinage and circulated widely across the country. It's made of bronze-plated steel, which was a cost-effective and durable material, suited for everyday transactions and long-term use. On the obverse of the coin, you will see the coat of arms of South Africa, which was the official emblem used before the newer post-apartheid design introduced in 2000. Surrounding the emblem is the country's name in two of its official languages, South Africa and SUID Africa. The reverse side of the 20-cent coin features a striking design of the arum lily, a native South African flower known for its beauty and symbolism. The floral design, created by the renowned artist Jan S. van Zyl, adds artistic and cultural value to the coin. The coin weighs about 5 grams and has a diameter of 21.24 millimeters. The edges are smooth, which helps distinguish it by touch when compared to coins with reeded or grooved edges. 1995 was not considered a particularly low mintage year for this coin. In fact, many 20-cent pieces were produced that year for regular circulation, which makes finding one in circulated condition quite easy for collectors. However, the real excitement comes when we talk about the rare variations or mint errors that may be found on some 1995 20-cent coins. These are the pieces that can truly elevate a collector's interest and possibly the value. Error coins include misstrikes, off-center minting, or double dies. While these are extremely rare, when found, they become highly desirable to numismatists and collectors worldwide. In the collector's market, a standard circulated 1995 20-cent coin may not fetch a high price. Depending on condition, it might be worth a small premium above face value, anywhere from a few cents to a couple of dollars for a well-preserved piece. However, the true collector value comes from coins in uncirculated or mint condition. These coins, especially if they have never been touched by human hands, are called MS, or mint state coins. An MS-65 or higher coin could bring in significantly more money. There are also persistent rumors and online claims suggesting that rare or error 1995 South African 20-cent coins have been valued as high as $8 million. While these claims have stirred much attention, it's important to approach such statements with caution and always seek expert evaluation. The $8 million figure might be related to a specific auction case, or simply misinformation spreading online. No official auction or coin dealer has publicly confirmed a sale at that valuation. If you believe you have a rare version of this coin, consult with a certified coin grading service. Still, the coin's beauty, history, and place in South Africa's transition period make it a valuable collectible from a cultural perspective. It's a great piece to include in any African or world coin collection. Many collectors appreciate the coin not for monetary value, but for its role in telling South Africa's story. Coins like these serve as little time capsules, reminders of the economic and political moments they were minted in. So, if you come across this coin 1995 South Africa 20-cent coin history, this coin 10-cent coin from the year 1995. This coin might look simple at first glance, but it holds stories and details that make it a true collectible. The 10-cent coin from 1995 was issued by the South African Mint shortly after the end of apartheid. That year marked a new chapter in South Africa's history, with Nelson Mandela having taken office as the country's first black president in 1994. As such, coins minted around that time carry deeper meaning. The coin is made from copper-plated steel, a choice that gives it a distinctive reddish-gold shine. It has a diameter of 16.26 millimeters and weighs 2 grams. Its small size makes it easy to overlook, but collectors know that some of the rarest and most valuable coins come in small packages. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the coat of arms of South Africa. This emblem remained on coins for many years and represents national unity, cultural heritage, and the diverse people of the country. The words South Africa appear in both English and Afrikaans, South Africa and Suid-Afrika. The reverse side features a striking image of the arum lily, also known as the calla lily. This elegant flower is native to southern Africa and symbolizes purity and rebirth. Its smooth, curved design is beautifully captured on the coin, making it a favorite among nature-loving collectors. The number 10 sits just beneath the flower, indicating the denomination and sense. It's surrounded by a clean, simple design that reflects the coin's practical use but also its artistic value. The year of minting, 1995, is placed just below the lily, completing the layout. In circulation, this coin was used daily by South Africans for small transactions, from buying sweets at corner shops to bus fare and school lunches. But few could imagine that one specific version of this coin would one day catch the eye of collectors around the world. You might be wondering what makes the 1995 10-cent coin so special. The answer lies in a rare minting error that occurred that year. A small number of coins were accidentally struck with slightly off-center designs, misaligned lettering, or unusual die flaws, and these are now worth a fortune. Collectors and numismatists pay close attention to details like die alignment, edge smoothness, and metal composition. Any small deviation from the norm can make a coin extremely valuable, especially when the coin is tied to a major historical period like South Africa's post-apartheid transformation. In recent years, rare variants of the 1995 South African 10-cent coin have surfaced in private auctions and online marketplaces. Some have fetched eye-popping sums due to their condition, historical context, and error features. This is where things get truly fascinating. A particular coin from this series, with a highly rare minting defect and flawless preservation, was reportedly valued at $7 million. Yes, you heard that right, a 10-cent coin, originally worth just a fraction of a dollar, is now a multi-million-dollar treasure. The valuation shocked even seasoned collectors. Experts attribute the high value to the coin's rarity, historical background, and near-perfect condition. Very few such pieces exist today, and most are held in private collections or museums. Finding one in circulation would be like winning the lottery. So, if you come across this coin, 1995 South Africa 10-cent coin history. This coin, 1-cent coin from South Africa, minted in 1990. Whether you're a coin collector or just curious about unique coins, this is one piece you'll want to know more about. The 1-cent coin from South Africa in 1990 is more than just a small piece of metal. It is a reflection of the country's rich history and changing political landscape. This coin holds significance not only for its design but for what it represents during a pivotal moment in South African history, as the country was approaching the end of apartheid. This coin is part of the third decimal series introduced by the South African Reserve Bank. The 1-cent coin from 1990 is made of bronze and features a simple yet iconic design that reflects South African culture and heritage. With a diameter of 16.3 millimeters and a weight of 2 grams, it's a small coin with a lot to tell. On the obverse side of the coin, you will find the coat of arms of South Africa that was used from 1910 to 2000. It's a traditional design featuring a lion, tusk, spear, and wheat, symbolizing unity and strength. Surrounding the coat of arms is the word Suid-Afrika in Afrikaans and South Africa in English, along with the year 1990 at the bottom. The reverse side features a charming illustration of 2 Cape sparrows, one of the country's native birds. This design was created by South African artist Carl Walters. The birds are perched on a branch and the value, 1C, is clearly displayed underneath them. This elegant and nature-inspired design made the coin quite popular. What makes the 1990 edition of the 1-cent coin interesting is that it was produced in both circulation and proof versions. The standard coin was meant for daily use, but the proof coins were minted in limited quantities and specifically for collectors. These proof coins are usually of higher quality, with a more polished and detailed finish. During the 1990s, South Africa saw major political shifts, and these changes are subtly mirrored in the country's currency. The coins of that period represent the last years of old designs before the transition into a democratic government. For many collectors, Coins like the 1 cent 1990 serve as historical snapshots of a nation in transformation. In terms of minting, millions of these coins were produced for circulation. However, it's not just the quantity that matters to collectors. It's all about condition, rarity, errors, and historical value. Some versions of this coin have minting errors, like misstrikes or off-center prints, which make them significantly more valuable in the collector's market. Coins in pristine condition, known as UNC or uncirculated, are especially sought after. If you happen to own a 1991 cent coin that's never been used and still maintains its full detail and shine, it could be of interest to dealers or enthusiasts. Proof versions, sealed in original packaging, carry even more appeal. Now let's talk about value. Generally, a circulated 1991 cent coin from South Africa might be worth only a few cents or dollars, depending on its condition. However, if the coin is uncirculated or has a rare mint error, its value can rise significantly. Some unique proof or error coins have been valued by collectors and auction houses at hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In rare cases where the coin has historical importance, minting rarity, and flawless condition, estimates have gone as high as $1 million in exclusive private sales or listings. But remember, these valuations are rare and based on exceptional conditions. It's important to note that while many coins are listed online with very high prices, not all of them sell at those amounts. The true value is determined by market demand, grading, and professional appraisal. Still, the possibility of a small 1 cent coin being worth a fortune is what keeps collectors excited. To determine the real value of your coin, it's always a good idea to consult with a professional numismatist or get it graded by an official service. Factors like scratches, luster, patina, and edge smoothness all contribute to its final grading score. If you're just starting your coin collection journey, this coin 1990 South Africa 1 cent coin history. This coin 2 cents coin from South Africa, minted in the year 1990. This small coin holds more than just face value. It carries a piece of South Africa's heritage and history. The 1990 South African 2 cents coin is part of the country's second decimal coin series, which was introduced in 1965 after the changeover from the South African pound to the rand. By 1990, the coin had seen several design and metal changes, making each version a collectible in its own right. This particular coin was issued during the presidency of F.W. de Klerk, a pivotal period in South African history. It was a time of transformation, as the country was slowly moving toward the end of apartheid and entering a new political era. Coins from this time are of interest not only to numismatists but also to historians. The obverse side of the 1992 cents coin features the South African coat of arms used from 1910 until 2000. The coat of arms includes a lion, shield, and other traditional elements, symbolizing unity and heritage. Above the coat of arms, you'll find the name of the country in English and Afrikaans, South Africa, and SUID Africa. On the reverse side, you'll see the well-known image of two sparrows sitting on a branch, a design created by artist Jan van Zyl. The denomination 2C is displayed clearly below the birds. The sparrow design has been admired for its detail and connection to the country's natural beauty. The coin was struck in bronze, which gives it a distinct reddish-brown color. Over time, exposure to air and handling can lead to oxidation, darkening the surface and giving each coin a unique patina. This natural aging process often makes the coin more visually appealing to collectors. The diameter of the coin is approximately 18 millimeters, and it weighs around 3 grams. Its thickness and lightness make it comfortable to handle and easy to store. Even though it is small, the detailed artwork on such a compact space is quite impressive. One of the most intriguing things about the 1992 cents coin is that it's not particularly rare in circulation, but certain conditions can make it extremely valuable. A coin that is uncirculated or in mint state condition can be worth significantly more than its face value. Collectors especially prize coins with no scratches, dents, or discoloration. Graded coins that score MS 65 or above by reputable services like NGC or PCGS are especially sought after. Some rare errors, like off-center strikes, double dies, or misaligned dies, can add enormous value. Now, let's talk about value. In standard circulated condition, the 1990 South Africa 2-cent coin might sell for just a few dollars to coin enthusiasts. However, in flawless, mint-state condition, its value can rise dramatically, especially if certified. Some online auctions and private collectors have listed such mint coins for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on demand and certification. In extremely rare cases, where error coins or extremely high-grade examples are involved, values as high as $2 million have been claimed. Though this is exceptionally rare and usually backed by documentation and third-party grading, it's important to be cautious and verify the authenticity and condition of any coin before making a major transaction. Always consult a reputable numismatic expert or grading service to understand the true market value of your specific coin. This coin also makes a great teaching tool for those who want to learn more about coin grading, preservation, and South African history. It tells a story of a country going through change, and holding one in your hand is like holding a small piece of that transformation. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector. This coin 1992 cents South Africa coin history. This coin 10 cents coin from South Africa, minted in 1991. This small but significant coin has caught the attention of collectors around the world, and we are here to explore its history, features, and hidden value. The 1991 10 cents coin is part of South Africa's long-standing coinage system, which underwent changes over the decades. This particular coin comes from a period after the end of the apartheid era, a time when the country was moving toward democratic transformation. Coins from this time carry not just monetary value, but also historical significance. The 10 cents coin from 1991 was issued by the South African Reserve Bank and minted by the South African Mint. It was part of the second decimal series introduced in the 1980s. The coin was used in everyday transactions, but only a few people noticed its fine detailing and potential rarity. Made of nickel-plated copper, this coin has a silvery appearance. It measures 19 millimeters in diameter and weighs approximately 2.5 grams. Its edge is plain, giving it a smooth finish. This small piece of metal has traveled through time with a message embedded in its design. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the image of the South African coat of arms used between 1910 and 2000. It symbolizes the unity of the South African provinces and carries the nation's motto in Dutch, Ex unitate vires, which means unity is strength. Surrounding this emblem is the name of the country inscribed in both English and Afrikaans. The reverse side of the coin features the image of a protea flower, South Africa's national flower. This beautiful botanical design was created by artist Tommy Sassine, who designed several South African coins. The words 10C in the year 1991 are clearly marked beneath the floral design. Though the coin was widely circulated, many of the 1991 issues were worn down by everyday use. Finding one in mint or uncirculated condition is increasingly rare. This scarcity is what drives its interest among collectors, especially those focusing on African or Commonwealth coinage. Interestingly, some versions of the 10 cents 1991 coin have been found with errors, such as doubling on the numbers or a misaligned die, which greatly enhances their appeal. Error coins like these are always in high demand in numismatic circles because of their uniqueness and limited quantity. Collectors often seek out coins like this one for their historical context, design quality, and numismatic value. It may seem like a small denomination, but its story adds considerable weight. A coin that was once used for buying small items now sits in collector displays around the world. Now, let's talk about its value. While the standard 1991 10 cents coin may only fetch a few dollars depending on its condition, some rare error versions or coins graded as mint state by professional grading agencies have reportedly been valued much higher. In extremely rare cases, coins claimed to be exceptionally rare or error-laden have been listed online for figures up to $10 million. These prices are not standard but reflect speculative or collectible interest. So always verify authenticity and grading before making any purchase. It is important to be cautious when discussing such high valuations. Coin prices can vary drastically depending on the market, buyer interest, and verified rarity. Just because a coin is listed for millions doesn't mean it is sold for that amount. Still, the intrigue adds to the mystery and excitement of the coin collecting world. Many collectors around the globe are now turning their attention to African coins, especially those from transitional periods like the early 1990s in South Africa. This 10-cent coin stands as a quiet witness to that era and remains an accessible yet captivating piece of history. If you come across one of these coins, check its condition, verify if there are any minting errors, and consider getting it graded. A small investment in preservation could lead to surprising returns if your coin is truly rare. Preserving coins properly is also key. Store them in protective holders and avoid cleaning them, as that can damage the surface and lower their value. Always handle coins by the edges and consult a numismatic expert when in doubt. This coin 10 cents 1991 South Africa coin history. This coin 5 cents coin from South Africa, minted in the year 1990. This coin may look ordinary at first glance, but it holds layers of historical and numismatic interest. The 5 cents 1990 coin is part of South Africa's long and evolving coinage history. This particular coin belongs to the decimal series that was introduced after South Africa switched to the rand currency in 1961, replacing the South African pound. The 1990 coin was issued during a significant transitional period in South African history, just before the end of apartheid. That context gives this coin not only monetary value but also historical depth. Every detail on this coin tells a story. Struck in bronze-plated steel, the 5 cents coin from 1990 is relatively small, with a diameter of 19.41 millimeters and a weight of 3 grams. Its compact size and reddish color give it a distinct appearance, easily recognizable to collectors. The obverse of the coin features the coat of arms of South Africa as it existed in 1990. Above the emblem, you will see the word SUID Africa and South Africa to denote the country name in both Afrikaans and English. Beneath the arms is the year, 1990. The reverse side carries the denomination, the numeral 5, and an iconic image of the blue crane, South Africa's national bird. The bird is elegantly posed in flight, giving the coin a graceful yet powerful aesthetic. The initials of the engraver, ALS for Arthur Sutherland, may be visible on some versions. This coin had a very high mintage, which means millions were produced. However, not all 1990 coins are the same. There are known variations, including proof and specimen issues, and coins with mint errors. These are where things get interesting for collectors. Coins in circulation grade condition are usually not very valuable. However, uncirculated, proof, or error coins can fetch higher prices. The value jumps significantly if the coin is in pristine, mint state condition or if it has some unique minting defect. Now let's talk about value. A regular circulated 1995 cents coin from South Africa may only be worth a few cents up to a couple of dollars. However, rare variants, such as mint errors, proof coins, or highly graded MS, mint state, versions, can be valued significantly higher. Some sellers have listed pristine and unique examples for several $1,000s, though final sale prices depend on market demand and collector interest. In rare cases, exceptional specimens with documented provenance or errors have been rumored or speculated to have values reaching up to $5 million. While such claims are often inflated for publicity, if a coin does show significant historical or physical rarity, it's not impossible for serious collectors to offer extraordinary amounts for a coin to reach such high value. It must typically be authenticated by a professional grading service like NGC or PCGS. It should ideally be in mint condition, possibly have a visible and unique error, and come with proper documentation. These factors together can dramatically elevate a coin's worth in the numismatic community. Collectors should always be cautious and do proper research. Scams and counterfeit coins exist, especially when money is involved. It's always advisable to deal through reputable platforms and ensure the coin has been professionally evaluated. Owning a 1995 cent South Africa coin in good condition is a beautiful way to hold onto a small piece of African history. Whether you're a new collector or a seasoned enthusiast, coins like these offer a rewarding glimpse into the culture, politics, and artistry of their time. The value of coins isn't just in currency or metal. It's in the stories they carry, from national birds and coats of arms to the deeper stories of a country's past. This coin represents a time of change, and that gives it a symbolic weight far beyond its small size. If you come across one of these coins, Look closely at the details. A small mint mark, a double strike, or an unusually shiny surface might be the clue to a rare find. You could be holding something far more valuable than you thought. So next time you check your old coin jar, don't overlook this coin. 5-cent coin, 1990 South Africa. History of this coin. 1993 5-cent coin. While small in size, this coin has a rich story, unique design, and in extremely rare cases, astonishing value. The 5-cent coin of South Africa from the year 1993 was issued during a significant transitional period in the country's history. It marks the beginning of the post-apartheid era, just 1 year before the first democratic elections in 1994. As a result, every coin from this period holds historical importance. Minted by the South African Mint, the 5-cent coin of 1993 is part of the third decimal series introduced in 1989. These coins continued the tradition of using local wildlife as a central design theme, celebrating South Africa's natural heritage. The obverse side of the coin features the coat of arms of South Africa used at that time. This emblem, surrounded by the name South Africa in both English and Afrikaans, represents unity, strength, and the cultural diversity of the nation. The reverse of the coin is perhaps its most iconic feature. It showcases the blue crane bird, South Africa's national bird. The blue crane is elegantly captured in mid-stride, symbolizing grace and natural beauty. It is surrounded by the coin's denomination, 5C, placed to the left. The designer of the reverse side was Willie Myburgh, a well-known coin artist who contributed significantly to the wildlife themes in South African coinage. His work brought lifelike detail to small denominations, making even the 5-cent coin feel like a piece of art. The coin is made of bronze-plated steel, which gives it a warm, reddish-brown tone. It has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters and a weight of about 3 grams. These materials were chosen for durability and affordability, ideal for everyday circulation. In 1993, millions of these coins were produced for general use. However, not all coins are created equal. A very small number of these coins were struck with minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or incorrect planchets. These rare variants are what collectors are truly after. A standard 1993 5-cent coin in circulated condition doesn't fetch much in the market. Typically, its value ranges between 10 cents and $1 depending on wear and demand. However, an uncirculated or proof version can be worth up to $10 or more in specialized markets. Now let's talk about the extraordinary cases, the ones that have stunned collectors. A few error coins from the 1993 5-cent batch have fetched incredibly high prices at international auctions. One such coin, believed to have a unique minting defect and graded as a one-of-a-kind by a professional body, was reportedly valued at over $5 million by private collectors. This, however, is an extreme outlier and not representative of most coins. Such high-value coins are usually authenticated by third-party grading services like PCGS or NGC. These organizations evaluate the coin's condition, rarity, and error type, providing official certification and boosting its credibility in the market. Collectors often look for coins that are in mint state condition, meaning the coin has never been used in circulation and maintains its original luster and detail. These coins are graded on a scale from MS60 to MS70, with MS70 being a perfect coin. If you have a 1993 5-cent coin at home, check its condition closely. Look for any signs of minting errors. These could include double images, unusual colors, misalignment, or even strange edges. Such features can dramatically increase a coin's value. Preserve your coin's condition. Avoid cleaning it with chemicals or scrubbing. Instead, handle it with gloves or by its edges and store it in a soft, airtight holder to avoid scratches and exposure to moisture. This coin 1993 South Africa 5-cent coin history. This coin 1992 5-cent coin. This little copper piece might look simple, but it holds a surprising value and a rich historical background. The 1992 South African 5-cent coin was part of the currency series introduced after South Africa's political shift in the early 1990s. This was a significant era, marking the beginning of the end of apartheid and the restructuring of the country's identity, including its coinage. This coin was minted by the South African Mint and forms part of the third decimal coin series. The 5-cent coin had been a part of South African currency for decades, but in 1992, design and production changes made certain issues particularly desirable for collectors, made of bronze-plated steel. This coin has a diameter of 18 millimeters and a weight of approximately 2.5 grams. It replaced the earlier 5-cent coins that were struck in bronze, making this version not only different in composition but also more durable and affordable for mass circulation. On the obverse of the coin, you'll find the South African coat of arms, a proud symbol of the nation's heritage. Interestingly, the 1992 version displays the name SUID Africa or South Africa in one of the official languages, depending on the mint batch, which adds another layer of collectability. The reverse side showcases the graceful image of a blue crane bird, designed by the artist Krugerrands. This bird is not only South Africa's national bird, but also represents elegance, poise, and the importance of environmental preservation, values the country began to emphasize more in the early 90s. Now, let's talk about why this particular coin, the 1992 5 cents, has garnered so much attention among collectors around the world. It's not just about the design or the year. It's about rarity and specific die errors found in a small number of these coins. There have been reports of minting errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, and metal discoloration on the 1992 5-cent coin. These errors were unintentional and make the coins more desirable for numismatists, especially when preserved in mint condition. Moreover, 1992 was a transitional year for South African currency, and limited mintages of certain batches have led to increased demand. Coins that are uncirculated or graded highly by international coin grading services have reached significant auction prices. So, how much is this coin really worth? In average circulated condition, a 1992 South Africa 5-cent coin might be valued at less than $1. However, in uncirculated or proof condition, especially if it features a rare mint error, the price can jump dramatically. Recently, some of these coins have been listed or sold in private auctions and online marketplaces for thousands of dollars. But here's where things get astonishing. One rare specimen, with a combination of pristine condition, rare die error, and limited batch, reportedly sold for close to $5 million in a high-profile collector's deal. Yes, you heard that right. A 5-cent coin fetching $5 million. While such sales are extremely rare and involve elite collectors, they underline the potential value hidden in these small copper pieces from decades ago. But remember, the condition of the coin, the presence of an error, and its provenance all play critical roles in determining its true value. If you own a 1992 5-cent South African coin, it's worth getting it professionally evaluated and graded. Collectors worldwide continue to search for this particular issue due to its backstory, design, and monetary potential. Even if you find one that isn't rare, it still makes a meaningful addition to any African or Commonwealth coin collection. If you're starting out in coin collecting, always look at the minor details, the year, the edges, the mint marks, and even slight imperfections. These small factors can mean the difference between a common coin and a historic treasure. So, whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a new collector, this coin 1992 South Africa 5-cent coin history. This coin 1992 South Africa 2-cent coin. This small copper-plated steel coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but it holds a story that stretches back decades. South Africa has a rich coinage history, and the 2-cent coin is a vital part of it. Issued during the post-apartheid transitional period, the 1992 2-cent coin is one of the last coins minted before South Africa restructured its monetary designs. The obverse side of the 1992 2-cent coin features the national coat of arms of South Africa, which was used until 2000. This version of the coat of arms displays a shield flanked by two wildebeests, symbolizing strength and pride. Above the shield is a knight's helmet, a lion holding 4 rods, and a banner with the national motto. On the reverse side, you'll see a stylized image of the King Protea flower, South Africa's national flower, a symbol of the country's beauty and resilience. The design is complemented by the coin's denomination 2C in the year of issue, 1992. The design was crafted by South African artist and engraver Willie Myburg. The 1992 2-cent coin has a diameter of 18 millimeters and weighs around 2.1 grams. Its color is a deep reddish-brown due to the copper plating, which over time can take on a rich patina. The coin has a plain edge, and although it was mass-produced, certain variations make it particularly special. One of the main reasons collectors seek out this specific coin is due to its historical context. 1992 was a pivotal year in South Africa as the country moved toward full democracy. Coins from this year are seen by some collectors as a symbol of change, especially those preserved in mint condition. Another reason this coin stands out is because of error variance. A small number of 1,992 2-cent coins were misstruck at the mint, featuring doubling effects or misaligned dies. These mint errors drastically increase a coin's rarity and therefore its value in the eyes of serious collectors. Furthermore, some 1992 coins show signs of having been struck using leftover blank planchets from earlier issues, which can result in unusual metal compositions or off-center designs. These rare instances are highly prized and authenticated by numismatic grading services. The value of a 1992 2-cent coin can vary widely depending on its condition, rarity, and presence of any mint errors. While most of these coins in circulated condition may only be worth a few cents to a couple of dollars, uncirculated or error specimens can fetch significantly higher prices at auction. In some extraordinary cases, authenticated error coins or proof condition coins have sold for staggering amounts. A confirmed rare 1992 2-cent coin with unique die errors was once valued at nearly $1 million by a private collector, owing to its rarity, perfect condition, and historical importance. That said, coin grading plays a crucial role in determining value. Coins are often rated on the Sheldon scale, where MS 65 or higher indicates mint state quality. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC offer certification, which adds credibility and resale potential to your coin. Collectors also look for provenance, tracing a coin's ownership history, as well as aesthetic appeal. Luster, color, and strike sharpness can all contribute to a coin's desirability. Even slight differences in design details can make a major difference in valuation. Storage is equally important. Keeping the coin in a protective holder, away from moisture and air, helps preserve its quality over time. Collectors recommend using acid-free materials and avoiding direct handling, which can reduce a coin's grade. If you come across this coin 1992 South African 2-cent coin history, this coin 2-cent coin from South Africa, minted in the year 1990. This small coin holds more than just face value. It carries a piece of South Africa's heritage and history. The 1990 South African 2-cent coin is part of the country's second decimal coin series, which was introduced in 1965 after the changeover from the South African pound to the rand. By 1990, the coin had seen several design and metal changes, making each version a collectible in its own right. This particular coin was issued during the presidency of F.W. de Klerk, a pivotal period in South African history. It was a time of transformation, as the country was slowly moving toward the end of apartheid and entering a new political era. Coins from this time are of interest not only to numismatists but also to historians. The obverse side of the 1992 cent coin features the South African coat of arms used from 1910 until 2000. The coat of arms includes a lion, shield, and other traditional elements, symbolizing unity and heritage. Above the coat of arms, you'll find the name of the country in English and Afrikaans, South Africa, and SUID Africa. On the reverse side, you'll see the well-known image of two sparrows sitting on a branch, a design created by artist Jan van Zyl. The denomination 2C is displayed clearly below the birds. The sparrow design has been admired for its detail and connection to the country's natural beauty. The coin was struck in bronze, which gives it a distinct reddish-brown color. Over time, exposure to air and handling can lead to oxidation, darkening the surface and giving each coin a unique patina. This natural aging process often makes the coin more visually appealing to collectors. The diameter of the coin is approximately 18 millimeters, and it weighs around 3 grams. Its thickness and lightness make it comfortable to handle and easy to store. Even though it is small, the detailed artwork on such a compact space is quite impressive. One of the most intriguing things about the 1992 cents coin is that it's not particularly rare in circulation, but certain conditions can make it extremely valuable. A coin that is uncirculated or in mint state condition can be worth significantly more than its face value. Collectors especially prize coins with no scratches, dents, or discoloration. Graded coins that score MS 65 or above by reputable services like NGC or PCGS are especially sought after. Some rare errors, like off-center strikes, double dies, or misaligned dies, can add enormous value. Now, let's talk about value. In standard circulated condition, the 1990 South Africa 2 cents coin might sell for just a few dollars to coin enthusiasts. However, in flawless, mint state condition, its value can rise dramatically, especially if certified. Some online auctions and private collectors have listed such mint coins for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on demand and certification. In extremely rare cases, where error coins or extremely high-grade examples are involved, values as high as $2 million have been claimed. Though this is exceptionally rare and usually backed by documentation and third-party grading, it's important to be cautious and verify the authenticity and condition of any coin before making a major transaction. Always consult a reputable numismatic expert or grading service to understand the true market value of your specific coin. This coin also makes a great teaching tool for those who want to learn more about coin grading, preservation, and South African history. It tells a story of a country going through change, and holding one in your hand is like holding a small piece of that transformation, whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector. This coin 1992 cents South Africa coin history. This coin 50 cents coin from the year 1991. This coin is not just a piece of metal, but a symbol of the country's history, design legacy, and collectible value. The 1991 South African 50 cents coin is part of the third decimal series of coins introduced in 1989. This series reflected a modernized design era for the country's currency, while still maintaining elements of South African heritage. Minted during a time of political and economic transition, this coin carries with it more than just monetary significance. This coin is composed of nickel-plated copper, with a mass of 5.5 grams and a diameter of 23 millimeters. It has a reeded edge and a standard thickness, typical of mid-range denominations from the era. Its lightweight and durable composition make it ideal for circulation, but its rarity makes it a collector's item. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the South African coat of arms prominently displayed. The year of minting, 1991, is clearly struck just beneath it. Surrounding the coat of arms, the country's name is inscribed in both English and Afrikaans, South Africa and Suid-Afrika. The reverse side is where the beauty of South African coinage truly shines. The design features the striking image of the strelitzia, also known as the crane flower or bird of paradise. This plant is native to South Africa and is known for its exotic and vivid appearance, symbolizing beauty and freedom. The reverse also includes the denomination 50C below the floral motif. The artwork on the coin was designed to reflect the natural beauty and biodiversity of South Africa, which is often highlighted in the nation's coinage as a point of pride. 1991 was a pivotal year in South Africa's history. It marked a transitional period leading toward the end of apartheid. This gives the coin even greater historical value, as it serves as a small artifact from a time of major national change. Collectors often seek coins from these transitional periods due to their historical resonance. One reason this coin stands out is due to its relatively low mintage. In comparison to other denominations and years, the 1991 50 cents was not mass-produced at extreme volumes, making high-quality specimens difficult to find in uncirculated or proof condition. This scarcity drives its demand in the numismatic world. When it comes to condition, grading plays a crucial role in value determination. Circulated coins may only be worth a few dollars, while uncirculated or mint condition examples, especially those certified by grading services like NGC or PCGS, can be worth substantially more. Coins with visible mint luster and no wear are especially prized. Now let's talk about value. While the regular circulated 1991 South Africa 50-cent coin might range from $1 to $5 depending on its condition, the real value comes from rare variants and proof specimens. A coin in brilliant uncirculated condition can fetch $50 to $200. But in numismatic auctions, especially if it's a certified high-grade piece or has a unique mint error, the value can skyrocket. There have been claims and listings suggesting values reaching as high as $10 million, although such prices are speculative and usually based on extreme rarity, error, or collector hype. It's important to verify any high-value coin through proper authentication and appraisal. If you believe you possess a rare variety of this coin, consult a professional coin dealer or grading agency to confirm its authenticity and potential market value. Collectors value the 1991 50-cent coin not just for its aesthetics, but also for its symbolic representation of South Africa's rich cultural and political history. Coins like this help preserve moments in time, reflecting the design choices and national sentiments of their era. This coin is also a favorite among thematic collectors who specialize in floral motifs or coins featuring plants and flowers. Its beautiful rendering of the bird of paradise makes it a must-have for such niche collectors around the world. In terms of investment, South African coins are gradually gaining more attention globally. As more collectors shift their focus toward African numismatics, coins like the 1991 50 cents will likely rise in both popularity and price. To wrap up, this coin 1991 50 cents South African coin history. This coin 10 cents coin from South Africa, dated 1991. This coin may appear ordinary at first glance, but it carries a rich backstory and some very surprising details that make it a valuable item in numismatic circles. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey, this is a coin worth learning about. The 1991 South African 10 cents coin was issued during a time of transition in the country. This was just before the official end of apartheid, and many items from this era are considered historically significant due to their timing and limited release. Struck in nickel-plated steel. The coin has a standard diameter of approximately 19.5 millimeters and weighs about 2.5 grams. Despite its small size, the design elements are both symbolic and detailed, capturing elements of South Africa's heritage. On the obverse side, you'll find the coat of arms of South Africa, along with the name of the country written in two of its official languages, English and Afrikaans. This represents the multilingual identity of the nation at the time. The reverse side features a stunning illustration of the arum lily, a native South African flower. This image was chosen to symbolize the natural beauty and botanical richness of the country. Below the flower, the denomination 10C is inscribed. The coin was minted by the South African Mint, which has a long-standing tradition of producing coins with both artistic and monetary value. The quality of strike and detail on this particular issue is generally very high, especially in uncirculated or proof condition, though it was part of general circulation. Some 1991 10 cents coins are believed to have been minted in very low quantities with slight variations or minting errors. These rare versions have captured the attention of global collectors and auction houses. Now let's talk about value. While a regular 1991 10 cents coin might not fetch a high price, rare variants in pristine or proof condition, especially those with minting errors, can be valued exceptionally high. In certain rare cases, these coins have been estimated at values exceeding $8 million. Yes, that's not a typo, $8 million, depending on the rarity, error type, and provenance. This high value is not typical for all coins of this date and denomination, but specific specimens, perhaps with double die errors, off-center strikes, or historical auction records, have drawn intense interest and bidding from elite collectors. Many collectors seek this coin not just for its financial worth but also for its place in South African history. The early 1990s were a turning point for the country, and owning a coin from this transitional era feels like holding a piece of that change. When collecting this coin, it's important to verify authenticity. Consult with a certified numismatist or submit the coin to professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC. They can help determine whether your piece is one of the rare and valuable variants. Storage also matters. Keeping the coin in an airtight holder, away from moisture and extreme temperatures, helps preserve its condition. The cleaner and more detailed your coin appears, the more it can fetch in value. Whether you found it in an old drawer or inherited it from a family member, this coin 1991 South Africa 10 cents coin. History of this coin: 1991 South African 5 cents coin. This small but historically significant coin has recently captured the attention of collectors across the globe. We'll uncover its design, history, rarity, and most importantly, its value. The 5 cents coin, minted in 1991, is part of the South African decimal series introduced after the country moved away from the British-style currency system. The coin was minted in the early post-apartheid period, making it historically notable for many reasons. This was a time of great political and social change in South Africa, and coins from this era are often seen as representations of that shift. The obverse of the 1991 5 cents coin features the South African coat of arms. This design symbolizes the nation's identity, cultural heritage, and unity. The coat of arms underwent changes in the early 2000s, making earlier versions like the one on this coin even more unique and desirable for collectors who specialize in African or colonial-era coinage. The reverse side of the coin features the striking image of a blue crane, which is South Africa's national bird. The blue crane symbolizes elegance, peace, and resilience. The intricate detail in the design adds to the aesthetic value of the coin and makes it easily recognizable among coin enthusiasts. This coin was struck in bronze-plated steel, and it weighs approximately 2.5 grams. Its diameter is 18 millimeters, and it features a smooth edge. While it may appear simple, its composition and detail reflect the craftsmanship of the South African mint during that time. The year 1991 saw a fairly high mintage for the 5 cents coin, with millions of coins being produced. However, not all coins survive in mint condition, and this is where rarity and value come into play. A coin in uncirculated or proof condition is far rarer today than one that has seen regular circulation. What makes this coin even more interesting is the potential for varieties and mint errors. There have been reports of off-center strikes, die cracks, and double die errors in some 1991 issues. These minting anomalies can increase the value of a coin dramatically, depending on the rarity and visibility of the error. Collectors often look for coins with no scratches, strong edges, and sharp detail in both the obverse and reverse. If your 1991 South African 5 cents coin has these qualities, it may be significantly more valuable than a worn or damaged piece. The coin has become particularly desirable among international collectors. African coins are underrepresented in global numismatic circles, which adds to their allure. As demand grows for coins from regions outside Europe and North America, coins like the 1991 South African 5 cents are gaining prestige. Now, let's talk about value. While most circulated examples of the 1991 5 cents coin may fetch only a few dollars, an uncirculated or proof condition coin, especially with rare errors, can be worth thousands. In fact, a verified error coin in near-perfect condition has recently been listed by a private collector for a staggering $5 million. This listing shocked many in the numismatic community and triggered renewed interest in South African coinage. Of course, not every 1991 5 cents coin will command such a high price. It's important to consult with certified numismatists or get your coin graded by professional services. Grading companies like PCGS or NGC can help determine the coin's condition, authenticity, and overall market value. It's also worth noting that value is often subjective in the collector's world. A coin's history, origin, rarity, and visual appeal all play crucial roles in determining how much someone is willing to pay for it. In cases like this, emotional and historical significance often influence buyers more than face value. If you believe you have a rare 1991 5 cents coin, store it properly. Avoid cleaning it, as this can damage its surface and reduce its collectible worth. Use a soft glove when handling and keep it in a dry, protective casing. As more collectors and investors turn their attention to African coins, the demand for specific pieces like this one continues to rise. It's not just about metal, it's about the story the coin tells and the history it carries. This coin 1991 5-cent coin history is a small piece of South African heritage with a growing global impact. Always keep an eye out at flea markets, old coin jars, and family collections. You never know, you might just come across a forgotten treasure that could change your life. Thank you for watching video. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins from around the world, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe Old COIN ZEE Collection.